Hey now, it's the Rob from 1061 KISS FM. This is this week's Enhancement Talent. Once again, I am flying solo. Hollywood Eric Cornish is part of some celebrity charity golf scramble thing. I don't swing the clubs very well. I am no hole-in-one Darso. I am the Rob, though, and I'm here to talk to you about wrestling. And, of course, I'll give Eric another point to talk about the next time I am not here as well. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite moment in wrestling that I've been able to be a part of. And I know that Eric will have some good stories. Eric's been to more than one WrestleMania, many live shows, has been watching wrestling for longer than I have, certainly attending shows for longer than I have, and I'm sure he's got an awful lot of memories. I've been a part of many title changes, as far as being a part of, I mean like in the crowd, watching, and the one memory that jumps out to me the most, I'm happy to say, and I've been to I think almost about 60 WWE live events. I've got a lot of great memories. Unlike Eric, I prefer the environment of a TV taping. I like being able to say I was there when this happened, when people were watching live at home. I like being able to say I was in the crowd. I've been to Slammy Awards. I've been to WrestleManias. I've been to Raws and SmackDowns. I've been to Raw and SmackDown Super Shows, and I've seen a lot of stuff in my 20 years of watching wrestling. My number one favorite moment comes from the one WrestleMania that I've been to. I went to WrestleMania 18 in Toronto in 2002. I was a freshman in college, and me and two of my best friends crossed the border, into Canada, into Toronto. We were in the Sky Dome. We were among 84,000 people in the Sky Dome, a historic venue in and of itself. And while I don't think WrestleMania 18 was a great show by WrestleMania standards, there was one match that if you watch it on TV, isn't the best match of all time, but it was the best match I feel like that a fan could have gone to. When The Rock fought Hulk Hogan for the first time, that was, to me, my favorite live moment of being a wrestling fan. I'm glad I bought a ticket to this event because I felt like I was able to enjoy that match on a different level than people who watch the show on TV or on DVD or whatever. It was like a party, and it wasn't even the main event. It was like the halfway through main event thing. But when you watch that match, and my understanding is they have altered the audio on that, which is such a shame because it was so frantic and so frenetic in that building. But as soon as Rock and Hogan lock up, the crowd, like beach balls start flying and like posters start flying, and just the building seems to explode upon itself. And I was there with two of my best friends watching what was definitely wrestling history. And I do feel like that match gets remembered for being something special, but I feel like for the 80-some thousand people that were in the building that night, 3 of which were me and my friends, it felt really special. And that's just a match that you couldn't appreciate the same way on TV or on videotape. So the way that built up, I do feel like my years of being the most intense of a wrestling fan were probably, junior, senior year of high school. This was my freshman year of college. So I was still like really connected to wrestling and really loved it in a way that I haven't felt really since then. But being a part of icon versus icon, the two biggest stars, one of this generation, one of the previous. I'm so happy to say I was able to be a part of that match. So, of course, I want to challenge Eric. What is your favorite moment of being in a wrestling show as far as watching from the crowd? What was your most memorable moment? And, of course, I want to ask the listeners and the viewers, what have you been to that you felt was just the coolest thing that you got to witness? What part of wrestling history were you in the crowd for? Send us your emails, please. TheRob at 1061 Evansville. Please subscribe to our videos. Click the subscribe button. And, of course, we'll be back on Monday with a more traditional edition of the Enhancement Talent. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on Monday.